worried about taking the Palladium Mirror here. So halt order, there's certainly going to be a lot of decks. We are playing a little more of a controlling deck at this point, but I'm going to want a little bit of ramp, so it's hard here. I don't know if we have enough counter stuff for our second Thrumming Bird. Silver Mirror and halt order. I think I'd rather have the Silver Mirror here. We do have I thought we had Dispense Justice. And halt order makes us keep mana back, which I don't think we're actually going to want to be doing here. So, we have 2 mirror, which is nice. A couple choices here. So, Cetrarch, those are certainly going around. I don't know, again, if we're going to have enough artifacts for that deck. I might regret that statement later, again, because I haven't drafted this much. Darksteel Sentinel. It really seems like everyone sees that one coming when you have 6 land and you pass. So, I think we're going to pass on that. It doesn't really fit our deck style here. Origin Spellbomb's good just because it's cheap. It's a good 1-drop for our deck. It's an artifact, and then it creates another artifact, in case we go that route later. I think it's better than Cetrarch. So I think it's the Sun Chaser here. We're going to go ahead and hide the Scudder, unfortunately. I think it is Sun Chaser here. In case we do get Metalcraft going a little bit. I don't know that there's anything else. Sea Strider's okay for defensive deck. I just don't think it's going to be that good. And I don't even know what this does. Yeah, whatever. I was just curious. So, Sun Chaser it is. Probably go ahead and hide that. Interesting that came all the way back. I think that's probably the pick. Fulgent Distraction, it's a good sideboard card against the equipment decks just to really slow them down. But I've had it used against me even when I played the dedicated equipment deck, and I still didn't lose. And that's really hard. A narrow card like that doesn't really win against the deck it's supposed to. It's hard to deal with. Moriok Replicas seems fine. Invisimancer Wield, so I think that's fine here. Even though we don't have much in terms of non-flyers, except for Glimmerpoint Stag and maybe a mirror or two. I don't know that we're actually playing Solution, but, whatever. And a 3rd. So, yeah, 3rd is probably fine here. Do I want a Sun Chaser or Solution? I think Solution's better in case we get that artifact and we can just go nuts. Not really thrilled with the fact we have 6 artifacts so far, and then we're going to try and play Metalcraft. That would be a little difficult to do. So we'll hide Solution for now. But hopefully, we get lucky. Molder Beast seems like the better hate there. Wow, that seems late. I'd love that. Sea Strider. I'm really surprised that got all the way around. Alright, pack 3. Let's get another Venser. Or an Elspeth, that's fine too. Or, a Koth. I'm not greedy. I won't play it. Ooh, okay. Couple options here. You can get another Silver Mirror. You can get a Dispense Justice with few artifacts. Or, we can go big with the Quicksilver Gargantuan. I guess in these cases I'm really, leaning towards the rare, especially in a format that we're going to be drafting forever. Since the new set doesn't come out for another 5 months, I'd like to play with the rares and see what they do and see if they're any good. I think it's good with the Glimmerpoint Stag Venser strategy as well, just because, you can play it earlier, and then, we have a little ramp to get there. So, why not? Let's go for it. I'd like another mirror if I can get it. I don't even know if I care what color it is, just because, if we pick another Sky Hill School here, which it looks like we are, it's going to be it's going to be pretty difficult to, and we can cost store it here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we have a decent curve and we can afford it, but sure, why not? Glint Hawk, no. Do we go with the mirror? Oh, Argent Sphinx. Didn't even see it. So, we're not going to have Metalcraft, but a 4/3 flyer for 4. Sure. And the off chance we get a Metalcraft, it's a bomb. I don't know why that's there, except for the fact that nobody else is in blue, and that's great. Alright, so a couple of options here. We can take another Drake. We can take another Origin Spell Bomb. Galvanizer seems bad when we only have 2 mirror. Clone Shell is good. I mean, we have a few creatures. Near Rock Replica is a good defender early on, and it can stall them out while we attack in the air. I think that's better at this point. Origin Spellbomb's certainly decent, and let's hide the Nihil Spellbomb here. That's pretty dumb. But, Replica seems like a better play. Let me make sure. Okay. Nothing great. I think Necropede is going to be good for our deck. It's another artifact. With Argent Sphinx and a couple other Metalcraft cards, it might actually matter. We're never going to attack with Necropede, but it's a good defender on the ground while our flyers get there. Other than that, yeah, I don't really see what else we'd take, so why not? Scrap Diver Serpent. Again, we have a 7-drop, so no. So I guess our choices are Limited Drake, Steady Progress, Flight Spellbomb. Don't have many things we want to give flying at this point, so Flight Spellbomb is out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts, so I think Limited Drake is out. I think Steady Progress gets us not much. So I think it might be the Drake at this point. Yeah. Okay. So this one is either Acolyte or Replica. Acolyte's not that good in our deck. We don't have that many artifact creatures, so I think it's another Replica, which should be just fine for our deck where it is right now. Okay. This is all crap, so I probably want to take the Archers just because it's bad against our deck. Horizon Spellbomb's certainly decent, but bleh. Get out of here. I love the flavor text on this guy, so I think it's him over the Warden. Nah, just in case I probably should take the Warden, but I love the flavor text on him. Arak Replica is really good with Mempat, so let's go with him. And Trigon Amending, perhaps. Wow. I can't believe Clone Shell made it all the way around. It's good in our deck, so why not? I always like to see the fact that, I do have 29 playables, and I'm assuming I didn't hide some stuff, like Trigon Amending, but it's going to be nice to have to make those decisions, rather than forcing bad cards like Galma's Warden into my deck, And the curve looks fairly nice at this point. I don't like having 4 5-drops. But I guess with 2 mirror, it's actually possible to be okay. So we're going to have to cut 2 cards from this. 3 cards from this, it looks like. Because I am going to play 17 land here. How is Drawshopper even a card? Come on, Wizards. Come on. So, I mean, right now, I mean, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 artifacts. Might cut 2 drakes, just because, yeah, maybe 1 drake. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get all the stuff I'm going to possibly play. So Origin Spellbomb, Gold Mirror, Necropede, Silver Mirror, blah blah. We're not going to play Moriok Replica. Clone Shell. No Solution. Thrumming Bird probably. Halt Order. Yeah, let's throw them in there in case. Sky Hill School, Quicksilver. It'd be nice to give him blinking ability, wouldn't it? And then come in as a stag. Seems fine. Dispense Justice, Arrest. So, you know, I think there's 2 cards we should probably take out here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. I think Sun Chaser is terrible in our deck, so let's do this. Okay, so we have 18 creatures, which is good. Let's send a Drake back. I don't think I want to play 2. So the last one's tough. I would like the Origin Spellbomb. You know, it's just enough to slow him down, possibly. I like having 2 Narc replicas. I like having the Mimic Vat. Auriok replica's good, but not great. Dispense Justice, again, good, but not great. It's the only removal we have, though. Except for Arrest, which is, you know, removal enough. Unless they have blinking abilities. So, you know, second Drake's probably a possibility here. 4 for a 2/2 flying. I mean, we have 7, 9 artifacts. Yeah, and most of them, and 3 of them sacrifice themselves. Yeah, let's get rid of the second Drake. 16 creatures. That's okay. You know, certainly have a decent high end. You know, Thrumming Bird's also a possibility to get rid of, just because it is a 1/1 proliferate. And we're not doing much in terms of proliferation. So, yeah, I think that's actually better to take out. Okay, cool. So, whoa. Yeah, I guess we're, you know, not playing that much white, but, you know, we do have a double white in there. We definitely want to white for Fencer. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of double blue in this deck, so I think 5/12 is actually fine. You know, we have the Gold Mirror, you know, 6/11. So, I mean, we need double white for Glimmer Point Stag is the biggest thing, but we need double blue for everything else. So I think 12/5, you know, with the fact that we have a 6th, and most of our early white is either Origin Spellbomb or removal. Yeah, I think that's fine. Good job. So, there it is. And then we will join you in the first round.